the Rockefellers, the Rothschild, they did a really good job creating an environment where they educated you to go to their schools, to come out of the schools, to come and work in their factories.
Yeah.
So we no longer have factories. We still have these financial services or product and services that we provide.
Right.
So you're mentally brought up to think that you must go finish school, get in debt to go to
To
school,
go to school. Yeah.
finish school, and then go work for them.
Yeah.
Right. So yes, you have to work to create money, but your time and your energy is what you work that allows you to work to create the money. But half of it is stolen by the time you go work for them.
Hey, but you know, proof of work is something that you cannot get around. You know, given the current state of things, current state of affairs, or shall we say, the continuous downward spiral that the whole economy seems to be going in right now.
You mean the new world?
The new world order. One thing is becoming very clear. You must fund your own retirement. Now, when we talk about retirement, double O,
champion,
let's give this thing some background, if you will. What would you consider to be retirement?
I'll say that retirement is actually a new flavor in the world of finance. It did not start really until 1940s.
Okay.
After a world war.
Yeah.
And the governments made you comfortable, said that they would take care of you.
Yeah.
So the pension plan was the initial form of retirement, where your companies that are using your energy, using your time, are taking some of it and storing it away for you, supposedly. Absolutely.
So you work, and then they tell you that you might not be capable of disciplining yourself enough to save for the future. So they tell you to put aside some of this money and they'll distribute to you when you're older.
But you know what happened though?
What happened there?
Some companies started failing. So once a company fails within a pension plan, imagine you are 49 going into 50. I think 50 was the retirement plan at that time.
Yes.
Or maybe after 20 or 30 years for working for a company.
Exactly.
And you are 1 year away from retirement. The company shuts down or the company fires you. Guess what happens to your retirement?
Eviscerated, annihilated, erased. You know, one other thing, because this pension fund sounds like a great plan. However, and we're going to go on to talk about some of the best ways to prepare and to fund your retirement. But something to notice about the traditional system of the pension fund, as you mentioned, or the 401k, there was a period of time when this pension fund, with the baby boomer population, if you will, right?
Boomers.
Yeah, these guys were, I think it was about, I think they said it was like 1,000 for every 1,000 people working. It was funding the pension fund for new people.
Yeah. It was about every 40 Americans. Like your contribution funded about 40 older boomers.
40 older boomers. But then that has flipped on its head because now the boomers, about 10,000 boomers are crossing into retirement age per day. Since 2018 or something like that? So that equation has turned upside down. There is simply just not enough money. This is one of the reasons why I see things like Social Security is bankrupt.
Yeah, because your contribution only funds 3 people. And that's partly because of inflation.
Yeah.
Plus people are having less kids. So less people are putting into the bucket.
Yes.
And inflation is increasing the cost of goods and services.
Okay. So with all of that in mind then.
Yes.
One thing does not change. You still have to fund your own retirement.
I mean,
how do you do that now?
The government can no longer fund it because they're busy blowing shit up instead of actually funding and helping the veterans and the older people.
Yes.
Right. Your company only cares about profitability. They don't really care about you, to be honest.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, you are now stuck with maintaining your own retirement yourself. Or they tell you to go to a financial advisors. The financial advisor will put you in the same bucket to put everybody else. Yes. This is not a hedge fund, by the way, guys. You know, in the same bucket, put your money in a mutual fund, put it in some CDs. Let's protect it from all the risk. It's still risky at the end of the day.
It's definitely still risky, and the returns are just not worth it. We're going to do a video down the line here, kind of showing you exactly what we are meaning by these, right? Essentially exposing the traditional investment methodologies and putting that against something like Bitcoin to see which one is a better return on your investment.
Is there?
And why you're not taking action in that direction. Now, let's talk about some of the key points to help you save for retirement.
Yes.
One thing is for sure, proof of work. You must find a way to keep making money, right? For some people, it's just 9 to 5.
Yeah, so the 9 to 5 situation
Yeah.
is it's also new. Why am I always saying it's all new?
Yeah.
The Rockefellers, the Rothschild, they did a really good job creating an environment where they educated you to go to their schools, to come out of the schools, to come and work in their factories.
Yeah.
So we no longer have factories. We still have these financial services or product and services that we provide.
Right.
So you're mentally brought up to think that you must go finish school, get in debt to go to school,
Yeah.
finish school, and then go work for them.
Yeah.
Right. So yes, you have to work to create money, but your time and your energy is what you work that allows you to work to create the money.
Yeah.
But half of it is stolen by the time you go work for them.
Hey, but proof of work is something that you cannot get around. Another way of work is by creating something yourself, creating something of value, providing value to people one way or another.
Start a business
and earning that way. Exactly.
Like what we're doing now.
Exactly. Right. And that keeps money coming in, or at least setting up the potential for you to make money as well down the line. Right.
As a matter of fact, that's actually already another next level up on a better retirement plan. Because number one, to start a business by yourself, you must be good with your energy and your time.
Yes.
Good time management, create value, right? And the system that we have now actually pays you for providing those services that they cannot provide, hence the tax benefits that you get.
Exactly. So now you're making money. You now have to do something with this money, saving the money and investing money. Look, I'm going to tell you guys right now, when it comes to saving, I'm not your number one top guy. But talk to us about saving this money and investing it.
So money has to grow. It's a seed. Y'all used to see me in my farmer's heart. I think I'm going to bring it back, my fisherman hat.
Yeah.
That is really what money is. It's a seed. You have to plant it. You can't eat it all. Like if you make $1,000, you can't spend the entire $1,000.
Yep.
There is the 60-40, 70-30, but at some point you need to reserve some of that money you've made and put it into savings. Now, here's the problem with savings, right? Inflation is constantly eating at that money.
Yeah.
What you could buy last year, you can buy for the same price today.
Facts.
And if it's the same price, it's smaller. Shrinkflation comes at it. Yeah. Right?
Yes.
So you got to invest that money. Right. And the current system, the ecosystem says put it in the bank. The bank doesn't give you interest, better interest, because as a matter of fact, they take that money, loan it out, right? Multiply the money, 90% of it, and make a lot more money and give you a little tiny percent. You put it in CDs, that's not enough either. Even that is not secure, right? Yeah. You see what happens with the T-bills recently. Yeah. So you got to start thinking, what's the better way for me to save my money? You put it in the stock market, and you might be lucky and catch a Nvidia or catch a Apple or catch a Tesla at the right time. But you're not promised. You saw what happened during 2008 financial crashes. Absolutely. I lost a lot of money too during that time, and I was in the market.
Yes.
I'm still licking my pain from the Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac crash.
These people will make you involuntary backorder because they have all the data.
Bag holders.
Yeah. Now, so you're making this money. And from what you're saying here, Double, it's like not only do you want to save and invest it, but you want to save and invest it in a wise way. This would mean looking into what can give you the greatest potential of returns, give you the greatest potential of protecting that value against devaluation, and being able to control your own wealth long into the future.
Or your retirement.
Exactly. Now, this brings us to our final point, which is protecting the money, protecting that value that you have made. One thing is, with the financial system as it is, and we're going to be talking about this in another video on establishing the strong financial foundation. One thing you want to do when it comes to protecting your money is making sure that you're investing in something that has a solid footing with a strong track record of positive returns as well. And if you look throughout the market right now, I'm not sure how many things we could say are able to compete against an asset like Bitcoin? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so people say, "Oh, I cannot touch Bitcoin," but you know one thing you can touch?
What's that?
Your psychology, yourself, right?
Yes, yes.
You build, number one, a good habit, of savings,
right?
A budget where you can save. You're not spending more than you can. You're not
afford.
Yeah, exactly. You're not spending more than you can afford.
Cut your coat according to your
size, right?
Yeah.
And that allows you to start thinking like, okay, wait a second, you're telling me I can't touch Bitcoin, but really, can I even really touch my money?
Yeah.
The one that you have in your stock market, when they freeze your assets.
I keep every time you say
When
freeze assets, I think back to
stuff.
Yeah.
They just did it recently.
Oh, did they?
They did recently, but not GameStop.
That's how you know I'm not even paying attention to the stock market anymore.
You stop paying attention.
I'm just in Bitcoin.
Like they froze the markets.
Yeah.
The Japanese yuan was crashing. They froze the markets. So you already can't touch that currency. And you're saying, oh, Bitcoin is fake. You can't touch it.
Yeah.
You can't touch everything else already. Hey. So get your psychology right, number one. Number two, start thinking we're in the new world where everything is going virtual. It's a currency that is global,
yes,
right? That is not centrally controlled and cannot be altered. And you tell him that it's not stable or that it's volatile. Volatility is the price that you pay, just like you pay in the stock market right now. Have you seen Tesla? Have you seen the video?
The dollars are volatile only in one direction, and that's down. Okay. Well, makes a very strong point. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know, what are some other way you think you can protect your money? And maybe there's some other ideas you have around preparing to fund your retirement, or strategies for funding your retirement.
They'll tell you to buy real estate. I'm sure they'll say that.
Bitcoin-based real estate. I'll just tell you guys that right now. All right. Awesome. Well, anything else, sir?
Champions, if you have not liked and subscribed right now, just go ahead and do that. We have more of this coming.
All right. Until next time, Brazen out.
Double O out.